Hey now, what's going on, everybody? My name is Mike Brown, aka ReviewKingMB, and I just got done watching Arrow Season 4, Episode 6, entitled Lost Souls. This episode was quite interesting. It begins with, well, you see, first of all, Oliver's campaign manager asks Thea out on a date. It's weird that we're starting the episode with this, but I did read online that this guy was going to end up being a love interest for Thea. I don't know how much I care for this. I mean, I feel like Thea's dated so many different guys on this show. I get it, she's young, a little immature, she probably will start dating a bunch of guys, and most of them haven't been all too right for her. I guess I just think of, as far as what guy is perfect for her, good for her, I think of Roy Harper. Now, for whatever reason, Roy's off the show. I guess you have to have her dating somebody, I guess. I don't know why. By the end of the episode, she does end up getting a drink with him, so we'll see. Who knows? Maybe this is all some sort of twist, and we'll find out that the campaign manager is with Damien Dark or a villain of some sort, even though they did that last year, right, with the DJ. Who knows what's going to happen. Felicity is spending a good portion of the beginning of the episode trying to trace Ray Palmer's message, and it was kind of amusing to see how crazy she was trying to do it, and then even Curtis realizing that she hasn't slept or ate anything. And it was very funny when Oliver showed up and Curtis was doing the whole like, trying to see, wait, the Green Arrow came the same time you came back, which is logical, somebody should think like that. But he said that his jawline doesn't match, which is again comical, because for me it's obvious that Oliver is Green Arrow, even with the hood and the little mask. But at least they had that moment. It was funny. Now, Felicity, throughout this episode, was being quite a bitch to Oliver. And I've seen some people online who, like, they just don't like Felicity at all. Or maybe it's just that they don't like her dating Oliver, or the idea of them being each other's, soulmate. I don't know, I've always liked Felicity, but this episode I started to dislike her. The constant comments whenever Oliver was trying, he was trying to help. He wanted to help. Okay, maybe he wouldn't have been able to do any computer routing or hacking. Fine, he's not that intelligent, but he's the Green Arrow. He's offering help, and Felicity was just like, oh, you can't do anything. What do I need your help for? Now, she admitted that she felt responsible for what happened to Ray, but then even her reasoning for why she feels responsible, it's because, I started dating you, and I fell in love with you, and I went off to a different city with you. Like, she was still blaming Oliver while trying to take the blame herself, and it was just like, what the fuck? Really? It was annoying me. And then she was even talking to Oliver as if she was like this close to breaking up with him. And I'm like, fuck this. I was pissed. Now, by the end of it, they are very much still together. They're still in love. So maybe the writers wanted to tease them breaking up, but they won't do it. I hope that's all this was, because I'm sick of it. I hate with some of these shows, usually on CW, where you have two characters dating, there always has to be so much drama while they date. I know in real life that's a lot of times the case, but just for once I'd like to see a couple be happy together. Or if there is certain dramas with it, don't break up over little things that can be worked out. This worked out, but I don't know. I don't want them to make me feel the way I felt in this episode about Felicity again. I did very much like the moment when the whole group was about to go out on a mission, and all of them were on the line while Felicity was arguing with Oliver. Diggle heard everything. Laurel, Sarah, Thea, like they all were like, "Yeah, we're on the line too." That was great. And even, okay, so Felicity was also mad that Oliver brought Felicity's mom to town and arranged dinner and stuff, which all of that I thought was nice as well. Oliver's trying here. This is probably his first stable, real relationship where he wasn't cheating on the girl ever. So he's trying to be a good guy, a nice guy, and I don't think he was doing anything wrong. It was very cool to see the mom back. I like her. I forget how hot she is. However old she is, I don't know, but again, she was very hot. And the moment, another humorous moment, was when Felicity and Oliver were going back and forth, and Diggle was sort of sitting there in between them, looking as each of them were saying whatever they're saying, and he just kept looking, and he agreed with Oliver. Even though I didn't like Felicity acting the way that she was acting, I liked the comedic moments that came with it. Speaking of Diggle, I also liked that he had that moment talking to Oliver, having a drink with him, and just sort of calming him down and making him feel better. That's just the two of them back being good friends again, just something that I missed a lot, and we're back to that. Now, like I mentioned, the entire group was on a mission the first time, and when you see all of them sort of like walking together, it sort of hits you like, wow, look how deep Team Arrow is. There's like, what, 4 or 5 people in the group now? They have their own Avengers team. Even the 2 Black Canaries together, that was sort of a trip to see. Not just because it's 2 Black Canaries together, but just having Sarah back, she's on the team. And I also feel like this is something that they never really planned on happening. Who knows, I could be wrong, this could have been planned out, but I don't think when they killed Sarah in episode 1 of season 3, I don't think this was the plan to bring her back. Not until the Legends of Tomorrow show got picked up and all of this happened, and they decided to bring her on for that. I think her resurrection this time was brand new, and so it feels like something we're not supposed to be seeing, but I, for one, am loving it because Sarah was my favorite character on this show. Seeing her back in costume was great. Of course, though, she has to snap. She loses it, and she starts punching the holy fuck out of one of the guards that comes in. Oops. So I guess Constantine didn't quite heal her completely, just sort of brought her up to Thea's level of the pit. And you get to the end of the episode, and that's when Oliver lets himself get taken by Damien Dark's group, because that's where Ray is being held. They go in there. I did like the quick confrontation between Oliver and Damien Dark, where Dark wanted to see who Arrow was. Oliver stopped them, and then he used... Okay, I thought he was just using magic. I guess he also has telekinesis, Damien Dark, because he used it to have it the chain wrapped around Oliver's neck. Oliver was able to get away, though. So, sure, this is the second confrontation that Dark and Arrow have had. Not quite as epic as last night with Flash and Zoom. Sure, but how can you beat that? I wasn't expecting them to beat that. I did find it amusing that Oliver was going back to the Batman voice. I'm still trying to figure out, how does he do this voice? Does he have some mechanism that makes his voice sound that deep? Because it's very deep. But then the moment where he goes and Felicity and Curtis, especially them two, coming down, parachuting into the window, was hilarious. They were able to get Ray back to normal size, and Oliver comes in, and he's still using his Batman voice with people who know who he... Actually, you know what? I take that back, because Curtis was in the room, and he doesn't know who Oliver is. So I guess it does make sense that he was using that voice at that time. But still, somebody tell me, how does he do the voice? Last but not least, I want to mention, it was very cool to see the 3 girls all kicking some ass like they were. It was cool, you know, you have strong women there. But then Sarah once again loses it, and she snaps the neck of one of the guys. Fuck. I find it interesting that she snapped his neck, and then in the flashback on the island, Oliver snapped the guy's neck. Still, I'm not hugely interested by the island stuff. I think the Constantine flashbacks were the only thing that I have enjoyed so far with the island stuff. But now Sarah's even freaked out of herself that she killed this guy and she liked it, so she's gonna leave. And it sucked to hear that. I get it, at least in comparison to Barry's father on the Flash up and leaving with no real explanation. At least Sarah makes sense. It's like she can't be there when she's having these urges to kill. She wants to go leave. She said she might visit Central City, so if she did show up on the Flash, that'd be fucking awesome. Probably not. And she's just gonna go find herself. So I'm gonna miss her, but at least her leaving makes sense, and we'll see how much longer before she does come back. And at the very end, we see Felicity's mom meeting Quentin Lance at a bar. I actually like these two as a couple, a potential couple. It just makes sense. And yeah, that would make Laurel, Sarah, like stepsisters to Felicity. Is that how that works? Either way, though, I enjoyed the episode. I liked it better than I thought I would. The previews with Ray being shrunk and held captive by Dark, I thought looked very goofy. You know, it's still a little goofy, the whole Ray shrinking thing, but that's his character, the Atom. I guess Ant-Man, for some reason, it seemed more believable in that world. Arrow's so serious of a show, and then we bring in a character who shrinks. Either way, let me know in the comments below if you saw this episode too. What did you think of it? Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Later!